And we are live, guys. Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a super exciting topic for you, and we're gonna be discussing 5 things you should consider before buying your first property. Now, if you're currently renting or you're still living with your parents, or you have found the love of your life and you think it's time to make the next move by buying your first property, then this video is for you. Before we get into the video, I would like to ask you guys for a huge favor. While you're watching the video, if you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up so YouTube can share the video to other people who may also find it helpful. Anyways, thank you in advance. Now that you've helped me with that, let's get into the video. So you have finally decided it's time to buy your first property, and you're wondering, what would you need to know before you make that bold move, or rather before making one of the biggest decisions of your life? Now, here are my top 5 things I think you need to consider before making that purchase. 1. Location, location, location. I'm sure you've heard it a million times. It's all about the location, location, and location. But before you start the property hunt or the property search, you need to figure out where exactly you want to plant your roots. Most people usually think finding a good location is just for investment properties, but that's not the case. Location is one of the most important things you need to consider when you want to get your first property. For investment, location is key because you want your property to go up in value, and you want to have a property in a desirable area where most people would want to live. But when it comes to your first property, you need to figure out what the best location is based on your situation. For people who have children, you're most likely going to look for a neighborhood that has a school, either elementary or high school, depending on the age of your kids. Some people might want to live in the downtown core because they like the nightlife or because they want to be close to work. Some people want to live in the suburbs because they want the peace of mind. Now, everyone's situation differs, so always consider the location before you make that decision. Number 2, budget and financing. Now, let's get into the financial aspect of this conversation. Your budget is your best friend in this game. You need to know your numbers before making that purchase. And the best way to go about this is by speaking to a mortgage professional. There are certain documents the mortgage professional would request from you to determine how much you can afford. The mortgage professional would most likely ask you how much down payment you have to put towards the purchase of the house. Keep in mind that it's not only the down payment you need to save up for. You need to plan for the down payment, closing cost, monthly mortgage, taxes, insurance, maintenance, and any unexpected expenses. So try as much as possible to avoid going above your budget, just so you have extra for unexpected expenses. When planning your budget, please be realistic. Do not expect to buy a mansion with the budget of a townhouse. A word is enough for the wise. Number 3, property type. I'm sure we all know there are different types of properties. There are detached, semi-detached, townhouses, and condos. Now, depending on your situation and your needs, you need to put into consideration the type of property you want to get. Let's take a look at this scenario. You and your partner are looking to buy your first property. You need to consider your current situation and make the best decision on what property type you both want to get. You can decide to get a condo because it is cheaper and you both don't need a big space, or you can both decide to get a detached that has a lot of rooms because both of you are planning to have kids in the nearest future. It all goes back to your situation. There are times when my clients really need a detached house because of their family size, but their budget can only get them a townhouse. Now, they have to be realistic and make a decision on what route they want to take. Number 4, inspection and hidden cost. When it comes to purchasing a piece of real estate, you need to consider some other costs which I would still say falls under budgeting. Now, inspection plays a huge role when it comes to finalizing your purchase. Imagine you buying a car without taking it to the mechanic for inspection. Just get ready to fix a lot of things when you take possession of that car. The same thing kind of goes for when you're buying a house. You need to reach out to a professional inspector to come and inspect the house and then they will tell you what needs to be fixed and how soon that fix needs to be done. But if you're in a seller's market where there are many buyers for a particular property, a seller would most likely accept an offer that does not have an inspection condition. So if you find yourself in that situation where you know you would be going into a bidding war, make sure you do your due diligence before deciding to offer on a property without the inspection clause. Number 5, build your team. So finally, you need to build a team of trusted professionals to work with. To purchase a property, there are different professionals you need to work with just so you can have a successful purchasing journey. You would need someone like myself who is a realtor, you would need a mortgage professional, you would need a lawyer, and in some or most cases, you would need an inspector. All of these people, including yourself, would have to work together just so you can have a smooth ride when you want to make that purchase. I really hope this content was helpful. If you would like to see more of this type of content that guides you on how to go about purchasing your first property, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed, guys.